Hello and welcome back to MVFF, the Mount Vernon First Annual Film Festival, and I am here with
Peter Ivey.
All right, Peter. So I witnessed your film, and I see that it has a lot of influence when it comes to culinary, especially with your heritage. Can you tell us a little bit about how your heritage had an influence on the film? And even before that, please tell them a brief summary about the film and things of that nature.
Really great question. Thank you for having me. And I really want to thank the organizers of the film festival for showing our film here and the work that you're doing in Mount Vernon. My name is Peter Ivey. I am a food activist. I'm a chef. I'm a writer. I'm an entrepreneur. And I have a specific view on how we want to tackle hunger and food insecurity, especially in places like Jamaica. What we've done is we've created an organization that identifies what are the most important produce to our community. Once we've identified what's the most important crops and foods, we then bring a team of chefs to come in to show the community how to cook low-cost, creative foods or meals with these crops. Now, if you think about it, culinary heritage and cultural heritage is linked, right? What our ancestors ate is important to what we should be eating to preserve our legacy and our identity. And so, yes, that's how heritage informs, as a chef, how we approach solving the issue of food insecurity in places like Jamaica.
That's beautiful. That's very beautiful. I was just talking to one of my friends, and we came to the conclusion that when it comes to culinary is basically the only art that appeals to all five senses.
Absolutely.
If you think about it.
Absolutely.
So I'm curious, how were you able to tap into these senses when you created this film? Because I'm assuming that you wanted it to be immersive in some aspect, correct?
Yes, absolutely. So it's another really great question. However, when we look at food, you look at, yes, it does tap into all five senses, but for who? Right? So we're talking about a demographic of our people who's either hungry or food insecure. They're not thinking about the five senses, and those are my people. As a chef, those are the people that make me ask, well, who am I really cooking for? When am I cooking for art? And when am I cooking to solve a need? Right? The people who are really in need are thinking less about artistry and more about nutrition, right? And so that's the intersection of what we're trying to do with the documentary, to show people that yes, we are chefs, and when we cook it's for artistry, but what about the people who look like us, who don't have enough food to eat tonight or food to eat tomorrow? They care less about artistry and more about who's coming to their aid. And I think we have a responsibility of chefs to come to their aid.
So what I'm hearing, please correct me if I'm wrong, is more so culinary guided through purpose.
Correct.
Rather than just the art or the face value of it.
Absolutely.
I love that. It's a deeper meaning, deeper thing. Okay. So another thing is, honestly, when it came to this film, like what inspired it? Why did you want it to be on film?
It's getting the message out. If you saw the film, it opens with me giving a joke. I didn't know I was going to become a food activist, right? That's like any other young kid in Jamaica. I wanted to play sports or be into music. And so when I think about those things, I think about the fame that comes with it. I think about the popularity that comes with it. And now you fast forward to where I am the leading activist in my country. But I see the funny in it that I'm the leading activist, but nobody's asking me for an autograph. Nobody is saying, hey, there goes Peter Ivey. But these are things I thought about as a young man thinking about sports and music. So it dawned on us that the more people knew about food insecurity, the better our work, the easier our work will be. So that was the idea for the documentary, how to raise awareness about these issues. And so now, I no longer think about the fame and the popularity. However, we do know it's important for people to know that these issues exist and that there are people who are doing things about it.
Okay. All right, that's great. And basically, final question to wrap this up. I'm curious, were there any films or anything that you watched? Because you yourself said that you were guided in a certain direction, and it sounded like you didn't really think of film to begin with. But was there some type of inspiration that made you think, hey, that is the way I should tell my message.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I gotta give credit to the film's director, who we're doing the work, man. We're thinking about. We're not necessarily thinking about how to get the message out. We're just doing the work for the people that need it. But the film's director, Mike Campbell, was really the visionary about using this medium to get the message out, and we were all on board once he expressed his vision to us.
And that's beautiful. And thank you again. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it.
What you eat is very important. It becomes a part of your DNA. I know a lot of people don't know that, but it seems like you are creating a path towards that and towards that knowledge. And I do appreciate that. And you heard it here first, folks.